For anyone interested, I wanted to produce a very quick update on the REDACTED situation. As you know, the mods had previously enacted a new rule, and in pure authoritarian fashion, they did not follow their own rule. While members of the subreddit had to censor the word trap, moderators continued to post trap without the censorship. Now we have 2 update posts, and even in the update post, they are not even censoring trap in the title. Let me again emphasize that members of the subreddit have to do that, yet the mods are not censoring it themselves. But they'll tell you this is a very big problem. This word's very bad. You can't use it. By the way, you want to see more hypocrisy? Take a look at this tweet from Potato Chips. It says, "You on Reddit, don't use trap. It's a bad word. You can't use it. You on Twitter," and guess what? They're using the word. Take a look at this. They posted this art that says, "Why call us traps if you're looking us up on purpose?" The point of this, again, is that on Reddit, which I'll show you in a moment, by the way, on Reddit, they say you can't use trap. And then on Twitter, they're openly using the word trap. Same artist that I just showed you, now on Reddit. Here's what they're saying. "The general reaction to all of this is kinda cringe. We should be respectful of other people." And they post this meme. What do you mean I can't use these bad words anymore? So they act one way on Reddit, say you can't use the word, and then they'll turn around and use the word on Twitter. No problem. Now, this person is not a moderator, but it is the type of person that supports the moderators. And again, you can see how insincere they are. Actions speak louder than words. They don't seem to actually care about this stuff. They're using it to obtain power in a community that they don't even like. And that's part of why they want power. They've openly said that they hate Weebs. That's a quote from moderators on REDACTED memes. They say, "We hate Weebs." Well, why do they want power then? Because they want to control the community. They want to change the community, just like they tried to do here and are failing at. By the way, if you go through the moderators list of REDACTED memes, you'll notice that a lot of these moderators are also mods on other anime-related subreddits. Wonder why that is. You will also have noticed that this moderator of REDACTED memes is no longer listed as a moderator. It seems they removed him or he stepped down. But don't let this trick you or trap you, because this might just be a scapegoat. They might be using this guy as a scapegoat, hence why he's also issued an apology that is extremely poorly received. His apology here, negative 3,800 points. We will read that in a moment, but let me show you something else. Notice how these 2 new posts from the moderators, "We're here to talk, ask us anything," and "Discussion Rule 5 trap ban and how to proceed," both have 0 points. 0 points, which makes sense because, as you can obviously see from the front page of this subreddit that's been going on for numerous days now, the general consensus of this community is that they don't like this update. Well, the original post about this change was stuck around like 2,500 upvotes, and a lot of people thought this was suspicious because it shouldn't have upvotes, given that it also had like 20,000 plus comments. If anything, it should be at 0 points, yet somehow it was hovering around 2,500 upvotes. So people thought it was vote manipulation or bots or something, and here you can see these moderation posts are at 0, which makes sense. So how the heck was the other one not at 0? Very suspicious. It already was, and now it is even more so, in my opinion. Now, obviously, there are a lot of statements from the mods, and there are comments that they have responded to as well, although there are plenty of comments they have not responded to, which doesn't look great when they are saying basically AMA, and then they go MIA. Well, I want to take a look at this response, though, from the moderator Gaffer88, because this post does talk about the moderator AOF, and apparently they resigned. Now, if I haven't made myself clear yet, I would say, in my humble opinion, be very skeptical of anything these mods say. Obviously, to me, this is damage control now. Let's read. He says, "It is with great regret that I have accepted UAOF's resignation as moderator. Given that this change occurred under her leadership as moderator and ultimately was on her watch," again, scapegoat, cough, cough, "I want to make it clear that I do not believe that she harbors hatred for this community as a whole. I personally do think that she does." Continuing on, this mod says, "Nor that she meant to do harm to it. I personally disagree." Continuing, the mod says, "I believe she acted with the best of intentions with this rule change and fully supports the well-being of the subreddit's community members. She was," okay, for the record, for anyone that doesn't know, this moderator, AOF, was going to other subreddits and saying terrible things about the members of this subreddit. How can this moderator actually write this in good faith, saying things like, "Oh, they actually just cared about the well-being of the community members"? That is such nonsense in my opinion. That's absurd. This right here, well-being of the subreddit's community members, absurd to me. Continuing, he says, especially those who might otherwise have voices otherwise unheard, as I believe most of the subreddit's users do. I want to make it clear that it is not for her position on social issues that she has been asked to resign, and I want to commend her for her years of service as a moderator, her recent comments in other subreddits notwithstanding. Wow, so you will bring that up. You'll actually bring up the comments that she has made in other subreddits, and you'll still have the audacity to say that she just cared about the well-being of the community members. What nonsense is this? How can you actually post this? Oh my gosh. This is reminding me of the Manga Gamer situation from a number of months ago. If you're out of the loop on that, I'll explain really quick. Manga Gamer is a company that does some translations for Japanese games. They have a Discord server. In that server, the staff have a private channel. In the private channel, another staffer eventually leaked messages in that channel because they didn't like what was going on. What was going on was that the staff was sitting behind these closed doors, mocking and insulting the community. Going back to Reddit, these mods might put on a facade in public and act like they're your friend and on your side. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. And their actions, as you can see, clearly speak a different story as well. Okay, now let's read this apology, and I'm using air quotes on apology, from AOF. They say, I want to apologize to those that I hurt with my insensitive comment. First of all, I have to stop you right there. Comment? Yeah, there should be an S. You made multiple insensitive comments going on. And for the record, I don't think anyone actually asked for an apology. Let's, establish that too and read. I made it shortly after receiving several messages like this one. In my moment of pain and frustration, I did exactly what they wanted. I reacted and made myself look bad in the eyes of the community. You did exactly as they wanted. No. Let's establish something here. From what I understand, all the community wants is to be able to post memes and not have hypocritical mods enacting authoritarian rule on them, forcing them to censor themselves while they don't actually follow their own rules. Again, very hypocritical. Continuing on, AOF says, I reacted and made myself look bad in the eyes of the community. I did not intend for the comment to be directed towards the community as a whole. It was solely directed towards those that have been sending me terrible things, calling me bad words, and telling me to RIP myself. That did not come across in what I wrote, and that was my mistake. For that, I am sincerely sorry, and I can only ask for your forgiveness and understanding. Sincerely, AOF. Well, this didn't go well. Negative 4,037 points. Luckily, most of the people can see through what, in my opinion, is a lot of BS. And with respect, I'm going to have to leave this video here. There are still other statements from the mods I have not gone over. I tried to show you what, in my opinion, is the most important stuff, but to be quite honest, there's only so much of their nonsense that I can read, and I don't want to go crazy myself. I do want to end this video, though, with a big round of applause to the anime community. It's amazing, the revolution, so to speak, that REDACTED has enacted here, and other subreddits as well that are partaking in, I believe Reddit anime memes is another one that's pushing back against the authoritarian rule of the hypocritical mods. Also, a number of smaller subreddits out there that have been created or were pre-existing that are supporting this pushback. Thank you all very much. Round of applause, like I said, and thank you for tuning into my coverage. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to catching you all in the next one. Good job, everyone.